All right, tonight we're making pizza, burger, pie. We've got 18 ounces of pie crust. I made that myself, but you can also just buy it. We got 3 ounces of mini pepperoni. We've got a pound of ground beef. We got 6 ounces of shredded mozzarella cheese. And we've got 14 ounces of tomato sauce. I opened the jar yesterday because we were making, I don't even remember. But yeah. So nice thing about these pizza or pie crusts are you can make them and then freeze them and use them when you need them. So first things first, we've got our greased 9x13.
Did we have pizza yesterday?
We did not have pizza yesterday. Lay this out in here. I'm going to smooth it out across the entire thing. And while we do that, we are going to talk about the Donkey Kong Country games for the Super Nintendo. I did a replay of them relatively recently, and you know, people, they tend to think about the Donkey Kong Country games as being like, oh, these games were amazing, and Donkey Kong Country 1, it does not hold up. It was not that good. It has a lot of problems. It very much so was like a form over function kind of game. Like, I think they tried to make, oh, look how great these pre-rendered 3D graphics are, but the problem with that is you just have a lot of like background clutter that's the same color as the foreground, so it's hard to tell. Pizza, burger, pie, Grant. And
can I move the camera to...
No, you cannot move the camera, guy. It's set up already. You have a lot of background clutter that just it blends in with the foreground. You have a lot of like platforms you're standing on that are like rounded or like a weird like isometric view, so you can't really tell where the platform ends, where the jump begins. And there's like band-aid, you know, systems in place for this. Like if you roll off of an edge, you can actually jump in midair, almost not like a double jump, but like a as if it were a double jump. But again, like you shouldn't need a band-aid fix system like that if you just had better, you know, better visual indicators of where the platforms are. Other than that, Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong, like, yes, I think they do have technically different stats, but they might as well not. Like, they're basically the same character. They do not do a good job of indicating which characters, what the differences are to, like, a casual player. The funny thing is, you'd expect that, like, if I'm complaining this much about Donkey Kong Country 1, that I'd complain about all 3, but nope. Donkey Kong Country 2 and 3 completely fix all of these problems. Like, the platforming is perfect in 2 and 3. They figured out, oh, you need to have really good visual indicators of, like, this is the edge of a platform. The background clutter is a very high contrast compared to the foreground. So, like, you have these vivid backgrounds, but you can tell what's the background, what's the foreground, what can I interact with, what's just there for, you know, visuals. Dixie Kong obviously plays a lot different than Diddy. She's got, like, the hair thing. Diddy's the fast one. And then, even more so, in Donkey Kong Country 3, where you have Kiddy Kong, where he's the one that can do, like, that water bounce. And just a second to that. Guys, this looks like that's pretty smoothed out. That looks like that pie crust is pretty much smoothed out. All right, so we are actually going to go cook the ground beef for now. We're going to pause the video while we do that, because that's just going to take a few minutes. We're just going to go cook it in the skillet. Guy, can you press the pause button? I got, like, grease all over me.
What is it?
It's the red square. All right, and we're back. The ground beef is done cooking, and now we are going to first apply the sauce to this.
Are we having your dinner?
Still having pizza, burger, pie, Grant.
Yeah, we're still having pizza, burger.
It has not changed. So just a couple other things to talk about with Donkey Kong Country. Again, it's an almost like textbook case of there were problems and then they fixed them in the sequel, and it's a rare thing. Like most of the time, problems in games persist into the.
What kind of sauce is there?
It's tomato sauce. They persist into future games or get worse. Like Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, 3 is the rare case of 1 is worse than 2 is worse than 3, and.
This time you're making it 1 cheese and 1 pepperoni?
No.
Huh.
You'll see, Grant. Here, back up. This is very hot. Very hot. All right, so now we're going to get the sauces in. We're going to put the ground beef in. Here, don't touch that. You could get burned. The bottom of this is still hot.
What is that?
This is ground beef, Grant.
What ground beef?
It's the stuff that hamburgers are made out of.
No, that why you're using it the pizza burger pie.
That is, yes. You know, so actually, there is one other thing, too, that I can think about, like, complaint-wise, right? In Donkey Kong Country 1, they have the minecart levels. Careful not to touch that, you'll get burned. But, like, a surprisingly large amount of the minecart levels have, like, blind falls or just, like, borderline non-reactable stuff. The, like, roller coaster levels in 2, you can react to everything. Like, if you're playing well, you will be fine. Save points in Donkey Kong Country 1, they're really few and far between. And there will be times you will just get a game over and have to replay levels because, you know, oops, I didn't know I had to react to something.
Are we having the daddy pie?
Next week, Grant. All right, now we're going to put some minced garlic on. Just a good smattering of it. The music's very repetitive in one. Tiny bit of crushed red pepper. Not a lot, just a little bit.
Why?
Because, Grant, you don't want it to be spicy. You just want it to have a little bit of spice. We'll give it a little bit of the pizza seasoning. Spice Madness brand pizza seasoning. A classic. Now, we're going to apply the 6 ounces of cheese. Yeah, pretty much. If you're replaying the Donkey Kong Country games, skip 1, start with 2, and then play 3. Or, you know, if you want to play 1 just for academic reasons, you can see how much better 2 and 3 are, do that. But, yeah, Donkey Kong Country 1, not that good of a game. Donkey Kong Country 2, massive improvement. Donkey Kong Country 3, an improvement beyond that. I highly recommend Donkey Kong Countries 2 and 3. I do not recommend Donkey Kong Country 1. Alright, there's that. We'll add a little bit of the pizza seasoning to the top. Just a little bit to the top. And then we are going to apply the 3 ounces of mini pepperoni.
What does red pepper look like?
It looks like that. We're going to apply this just a half of it so that, Grant, you said you wanted some with just cheese on it?
Yeah.
Then Grant can have some of the cheese side. The oven is preheating to 375. So this is going to cook for 20 minutes at 375, and we will check back in then. Just a sec. I don't know right now, guy. We'll check back in 20 minutes. All right, and we're back, and the pizza burger pie is done. It cooked for 20 minutes, cooled a little bit. I've got mine. Guy has his. We're going to give it a taste test.
What about mine?
Don't worry, Grant. You will get yours.
Tastes really good.
Try the pepperoni. That's really good, yeah. Crust is really flaky. Guy, what do you think?
Good.
All right. Mommy will try it when she's done. I think we're done here.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh, don't forget to leave a comment down below.
Like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, thumbs up.
Yeah, they can't hear you, George. You're too far away. But also, make sure you tell me about why my takes about the Donkey Kong Country series is incorrect down below. We're done here.